Hi, my name is Jennifer. I was a police officer in a medium-sized urban area. So is my husband. He's a retired sergeant. I was an officer. We were both assigned to the Child Victim Sexual Assault Unit. And what really sparked some surprise and shock in us was the amount of children that actually do die of quote unquote SIDS, sudden infant death syndrome. We in our unit were in charge of investigating all child deaths, whether they were suspicious or not. So anytime a baby died of SIDS in the home, officers were called out to investigate, to rule out foul play. And I will tell you that SIDS deaths occurred at about a rate of 3 to 4 a month in a city of about 350,000. So probably an alarming number when we're led to believe it's super, super rare. One thing that we started to notice was a pattern of when these children would die. It would usually be within hours to a week of their immunizations. And I would say most commonly this would happen after the 6-month immunizations. They get a lot at 2 months and they get a lot at 4 months, and we did see SIDS deaths at those periods too, but primarily 6 months was kind of the threshold where we would see a lot of the SIDS deaths happening. So one thing that I started to really notice was that the medical examiners would detail a lot of things on the death reports, like if the baby was eating solids, or if it had had a bath and had lotion on, and what kind was it, and was there smoking in the home, who was on the house. They left no stone unturned. They literally would mark everything down, and then they would stamp SIDS on it. The one thing that they wouldn't ever put down was that the child had been recently vaccinated. And that really, I found that odd, because if there was any other pharmaceuticals involved, like a round of antibiotics or Tylenol or whatever, that was certainly on the report, but not vaccines. And so I started doing my own digging, and I found out that because vaccines do not have liability, the manufacturers do not carry liability, then the medical examiners were not obligated to put vaccines on the medical report. And this is what really started my journey on investigating vaccines.